You're still with your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Espresso here on SABC3. What a feel-good way to start your day. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, whilst the national lockdown has strictly encouraged us to self-isolate and social distance, it has also in turn brought families and communities closer together than ever before. We're seeing neighbours and corporates alike share a helping hand and reach out to those in need. And it's so beautiful to see. And in a massive act of kindness, McDonald's South Africa, they've pledged to donate 60,000 burgers in the month of May, which is just so incredible. It equates to about 2,000 burgers a day when I did the calculations, and I love that. And here to tell us all about it is Greg Solomon, the CEO of McDonald's South Africa. Mr. Greg Solomon, thank you once again for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Tabiso. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Even better now that I can get my McDonald's delivered straight to my house and to work. It's changed my life. But normal days are back somewhat. Mr.
Somewhat,
Solomon,
we're getting there.
We are getting there. Just 2 weeks ago, you were here telling us about the wonderful news that McDonald's have reopened their doors for delivery. How's the response been so far? Are we going to be seeing more restaurants being opened in the near future?
Well, since we spoke to you last, we were at about 50 restaurants. We now crossed over 100 restaurants doing delivery. You know, we also had to get used to this delivery thing, but it's certainly if what the customers want, we'll give it to them. But yes, we just crossed over 100. We can't wait for drive-through now to open after deliveries, and then we'll certainly be able to take food to everybody in South Africa.
Now, in partnership with SA Harvest, McDonald's has pledged to donate 60,000 burgers in the month of May to those in need. That's just such great news. How many donations have you made so far?
We're currently on 20,000 burgers and meals. So we've spread it really across a couple of restaurants, and that way we know that we can get the food out to the customers as quickly as possible. So SA Harvest is the big partner, and then we've also roped in Uber as well. We want to have a shout out to Uber because we can get these burgers out to the people as quickly as possible through multiple points, and we're still heading for that 60,000 mark.
That is so impressive. So the big question, I guess, is, you know, there's so much need out there. Who exactly are you donating these burgers to?
Well, obviously, it's the people that are in the most need, the children that are hungry, the moms and the dads that are hungry. We rely heavily on SA Harvest. That's why we partnered with them. We hamburger guys. We know how to make hamburgers. They're the specialists in this areas, and they've made sure, you know, that they tap into some of our restaurants. Some of our restaurants that are giving burgers are like Hillbrow, Belhar in Cape Town, Khayelitsha, Kempton Park, Parow. These are the restaurants that are supplying them with the burgers, and then they distribute them to all the orphanages and all the homes and all the people that most need our help.
I love it. I know that safety has been such a priority for you when it comes to reopening the restaurants for your staff in the restaurants, but also in the way that you get the deliveries done for when we buy them online and we order them. But how are you making sure that you are keeping the safety element there when you deliver to all these various communities?
Well, we say that if we're safe enough for the customer, we're safe enough for the most vulnerable as well. So our standards are absolutely the same. We've been practicing for the last three weeks on our hygiene principles, on our social distancing. It's the most important things: to wash our hands, to wear face masks, to make sure that we're testing, and to make sure that we're sealing the bags and getting our food hot and fresh in a safe way. So all the safety procedures are intact. We're ready for action. We've been practicing for a long time, and we can assure those customers out there, both that are buying and both that are getting our food on our behalf, that the food is nice and safe.
I think one of the big questions everyone keeps asking is how they too can step in and help. So how can the rest of the country get involved and help you at McDonald's South Africa support those in need during this time?
Well, look, we're not really doing this to challenge everybody else. I mean, obviously, if everybody else can contribute, we can take 60,000 and we can go to 6 million. I mean, that would be awesome. But I think so many South African people are giving in their own little way. We're just privileged that we are now open with our delivery, and soon to be open with the rest of our restaurants, that we can give back. I was just speaking to some of our managers out there. They just delighted every morning that they start their shift with making 200 burgers for people that went to sleep with an empty tummy. So, I think many ways to get involved, either through the government initiatives or through chapters like the SA Harvest. There's many ways that we can all get involved. But I think the single biggest message, it's all about our little messages, our little gifts, our little gestures that all collectively make a big impact.
Mr. Solomon, the work that you do in that space has been so inspiring. And I really just want to say our absolute thanks to McDonald's South Africa in the way that you have responded to this. We can all be so inspired by your generosity. Thank you so much for chatting to us once again this morning, Mr. Greg Solomon. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us. It's a great honor to be able to serve those that need us more.
And that was Mr. Greg Solomon, the CEO of McDonald's South Africa. Such wonderful work that they're doing. Good to see corporate South Africa stepping in and seeing how can we help and actually stepping in and doing the work. One small act of kindness can have a massive and lasting impact on someone's life. Take that and run with it. Let's all play our part. Well done, McDonald's.